Hi, I'm Joya, and we're going to do a very short yoga sequence, all standing, everything optional. And we'll start out by just bringing the fingertips together. We're going to take a moment to center and focus inward. So as you inhale through the nose, just begin to slide those hands up overhead, raising your arms just as much as feels good. And as you exhale, slowly bring those arms back down. This is called the sun breath, a good way to greet the day or to greet the moment. Perhaps closing the eyes and just feeling the energy of the hands pass the body as you breathe. Coordinating movement and breath is so good for the brain. And of course, when we focus the brain, we're helping the entire body. And let's stop with the hands at the heart this time. Just take a moment to be grateful. Being grateful for each breath, being grateful for sensation and movement, being grateful for this moment in this day, and this opportunity to practice yoga and enhance our well-being. Good, and let's release those arms down and do just a few shoulder rolls, inhaling up and back, exhaling down in front. And it's very important to always remember that your body is supposed to feel good in yoga. So please modify or skip anything that doesn't feel good for you. And let's go ahead and reverse that, inhaling up in front, exhaling down and back, going just as deep as feels good today. Good, and then relaxing those shoulders down and back. Let's step the feet wide. We're going to turn the toes out about 45 degrees, and the wider your stance, the more stable you'll be. So I recommend you get those feet comfortably wide, press outward with 4 corners of the foot, pressing down and out to keep those lower legs strong and rooted. And again, on the inhale through the nose, we'll lift the arms up. This time we're exhaling out the mouth as we flow into a squat. Inhaling nose, exhaling ha, out the roof of the mouth, just sliding out, almost as if it's coming from the nose. Water breath. And let's connect with this water behind us, just feeling that flow of the waves, feeling the flow of the water in your body, the flow through the fingers, the flow through the roof of the mouth. Good, and let's hold that squat just for a couple of breaths. Begin to just flow side to side. You might lift one heel at a time. You might just slowly flow to the side. If you'd like, your hands can come down. You can hinge forward a bit, rotating the backs of the thighs outward and then flow side to side. Good. And then pressing with those feet, hugging the tummy in. Let's inhale up. Hold that breath for just a moment. And exhale. Flow those arms down. Good. Let's bring those feet in, toe, heel, toe, heel. Engage the core and shake everything out. When you engage the core, you're protecting your hips, knees, and ankles, as well as your muscles. Good. We're going to do a little bit of energizing breath, fire breath. So we'll bring one hand to the abdomen, one hand to the chest. The hand is here at the chest just to make sure that we're not breathing in the chest. We want to breathe in the abdomen. So on those exhales, we're pulling the lower abdomen in and up. Fire breath. This should be a relaxed breath. And if it's completely in the abdomen and relaxed, you can go faster. Breathe through the nose if you can. Good. This is the same breath, except we're holding the heels of the hands in the low back. Maybe you hold onto one thumb. Kidney fire breath. So we're pressing into the balls of the feet and bouncing on each one of those exhales. Nice releasing breath, really relaxing the whole body and at the same time energizing. Good, and now motion in place. So you could keep the toes on the floor and just move those heels, loosening up the body. Or you can run in place. Now the breath is as slow as you can get it. The slow breath keeps the body relaxed. We want to loosen up the muscles and joints here. Sink those shoulders. Slow, slow, relaxed breath. Good, and let's slow it down. Get those feet a little bit wider than hip distance. Lift under the ribs and flow side to side. So we're lifting right at the center of the body under the ribs. As we do that, we press that one foot into the earth and lift out of it, letting the other heel come up if that feels good. The arms are like rag dolls, just hitting your sides. Good, and let's come into center, stepping those feet wide. Little bit different this time. If you'd like, we're going to move faster and deeper. 2 inhales up, 1 big exhale down. Remember that water flow still with a little bit of fire. So perhaps those hands dance like the flames of a fire, energizing the body. Good, and let's hold that squat again. This time we're going to do our best to push the knees out and the feet out, holding everything below the waist still. Fire breath to the sides. Remember, only do what feels good for your body. Let's feel those shoulder blades loosen up here. Good, and slow it down. Inhale, root to top of head, hold that breath. Do your best. And exhale, release. Let's toe heel those feet in and shake everything out. Lifting under the ribs, flow and feel. Once again, finding that flow, connecting to the wonderful ocean waves. Perhaps imagine each wave just bringing in calm, peace, love, joy, all those wonderful heart emotions. Okay, we're going to do a little warrior sequence, which is really good for developing strength. So we'll turn that left foot out, turn towards the side of your mat. The right foot is turned slightly towards it. You might have your heels lined up, or if it's more comfortable for you, walk that front foot back a little bit to get a little more opening in the hips. The thighs are rotating outward. You want the knees facing towards the toes. Good, let's roll the shoulders back, lift under the ribs. If it's comfortable, the arms are up, shoulders are relaxed. If it feels good, turn and look to that left hand, tucking your chin just a little bit. And let's inhale, lift those front toes. Exhale, plant and sink. And flow with breath. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. We want to make sure that knee doesn't pass the ankle. So when you look down, you should be able to see your toes. And let's hold. Nice, slow breath. Remember, everything's optional. On that inhale, if you'd like, reach forward, turning that palm upward. On the exhale, we're going to take it back into reverse triangle. Notice my front leg straightened up. Both shoulders are down and pushing through the top of the head. Reaching down with that back hand. Reaching with the upper hand, but the shoulder is down. Nice, soft smile relaxes the face. Good, and let's inhale back to the warrior. Look back. Bring your hand or your arm to the thigh. Triangle here. So we're opening that arm back. Notice I don't have my arm pointed straight up. I've got it 90 degrees from the body so that as I move it back, the shoulder blades squeeze in. Good, and then turning that palm up if you'd like. If it feels good, bring that arm next to the head. Press into your thigh and lift your side. Good, with the next inhale, let's take it back to that reverse triangle. Straightening the leg, lifting under the ribs, sinking the shoulders. Good, on the inhale, we'll come up. Exhale, the arms down. Bring those feet in. Shake things out. Remember, engage that core. So important to engage the core, protecting joints and muscles. Okay, let's turn to the other side. Remember that back foot turned slightly towards the front foot? Sometimes you might look different on the other side. Make sure it feels good for your body. Let's rotate the thighs outward, press outward with those feet, roll the shoulders back and down, lift under the ribs. And bringing those arms up, sink the shoulders, turn the head. Let's inhale, lift the toes, exhale, plant and sink. Flowing with breath. Softening in the root area around the base of the spine. Good, and this time hold, relax those shoulders. Notice your breath. Remember, you can bring your arms down if that's better for you. Good, let's inhale, reach, turning that front palm up. Exhale, reverse triangle, straighten that front leg, draw the shoulders down, reach through the top of the head. Lifting also under those ribs, slight smile. Good. With the inhale, back up. This time the hand or arm on the thigh. Don't be afraid to look different on this side. Shoulders down, open that arm back. We never want sharp pains in the shoulders, so please pay attention to your body. If it feels good, you might rotate that palm upward and flow the arm next to the head. Notice I'm looking towards the arm, but that's not necessary. You can look forward or down. Just make sure you don't roll down. Keep that chest open. Good. With the inhale, back up to that reverse triangle. And let's release. Engage the core, shake things out, lift and flow. In a moment, we're going to do some balancing. So the most important thing about balance is it requires focus of the mind. Even if you keep both feet on the floor or on your mat, if you're imagining one foot's up, really developing that focus, you're bringing healing into your whole body. So let's spread the toes of that right foot. Press that whole footprint into the earth, lift up under the ribs. Gently engage leg, buttock, core muscles. So it's just hugging them in gently. And then focusing your eyes on a spot in front of you, just slowly float that other foot up. So maybe the toes are still on the floor and you're just moving like this. Or maybe you're moving that leg around. It's very helpful to reach with the fingers, so you could do that. Or for an extra challenge, you can move the arms. Just find that focus, find that internal flow. Even in your standing leg, there's an internal flow, keeping it soft. Good, and let's bring that foot down. Maybe move the hips a bit, release that out. And then the other foot, spread those toes, press that whole footprint into the earth, lift up under the ribs, hug in leg, buttock, core, begin to flow. Remember, you could reach with those fingers if you need, or you could move the arms around. Water flowing through the body, connecting with this wonderful ocean behind us here in Laguna Beach, California. Good, and let's bring that foot down, move those hips around a little bit perhaps. We'll do a tree posture, just very short hold. So spreading the toes of that right foot again, press it into the earth, lift under the ribs. So your other foot could go on the inside or the front of the foot. It can go anywhere from down at the mat all the way up, just not at the knee. So let's bring the palms together at the heart and press those palms in. And again, you can raise your foot if you'd like, either in the side or front of the leg. Focus those eyes and breathe. Feeling that internal flow, even in your standing leg, that ease. If a tree was rigid, the wind would break it. Even the trees flow a little. Good, and let's bring that foot down, move it out. Then spread the toes of that other foot, press into the earth, lift up, hug in, leg, buttock, core. Press those palms together at the heart, lift under the ribs, focus those eyes, maybe lift the foot up, and breathe. Great job. And let's bring that foot down, lift under the ribs, and flow. And just acknowledge yourself for your focus. Balancing the systems of the body. Yoga is so much more than movement and stretching. We're balancing the nervous system. We're balancing the brain, the heart, all of the systems of the body as we practice yoga. Let's come back to center, bringing those feet right under the hips. And once again, lifting the hands to a grateful heart. Noticing the breath in your chest and being grateful for your strength, your flexibility, your focus, your well-being. Such a simple practice. You can do this anytime, and invite you to join me in some of the other practices as well. Again, I'm Joya. Have a great day.